scared.
But yeah, and then my unfortunately the next day I had to leave. Oh, me and Macy saw that new Jennifer Lawrence movie, No Hard Feelings.
I did too.
I have never literally laughed out
I
loud so hard at a
It
movie.
was so funny, guys. It's
It
such a
was
good
so
movie.
funny.
It's
We
such
were
a good.
like
When she got punched in her vagina, spoilers, when she got fucking punched in her vagina, that was
on the
crazy.
beach when she got punched in the throat.
Yeah, at the party.
To go. Dude, like I just want to watch the movie again. Like,
I
oh my
know. We need to
God.
watch it together so bad.
It's so funny, guys.
No, and Andrew Barth Feldman, I have a thing where I get like mad at successful people in like industries I want to have success in. I feel like I definitely
Right.
went through that with Andrew Barth Feldman because he's like a Jimmy Award winner and
Mm-hmm.
was Evan Hansen, all that kind of stuff. And I do have I went through that, but now I'm like a fan because he was so good in the movie too.
He was so funny.
So fucking funny. And did you watch the Vanity Fair video with them?
Not yet. I wanted to watch the movie and then watch all the press.
Oh my God. It's essential viewing, honestly, because he like I get the sense that he's just like a cornball actually in real life.
Oh, I would believe
Like
that.
it was great. Like him in the video, I was like, oh my God, I would hate being around this person. But like it made me more impressed at his performance because it was very different from the performance he gave in the movie. And I was like, wait, actors act.
Interesting.
Interesting,
At the end of the
interesting.
day, he was a theater kid.
Yeah, no, and it was no, there's this one clip that's so fucking funny of Jenna. We are also going through the Jennifer Lawrencaissance, as I'm calling it.
Yes. I think it's gonna happen every 9 years.
Yeah, no, she's so back is the thing. She's so
Yeah.
back is the thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a moment where like she like went through her like height and then she got kind of annoying and then she kind of petered out and like disappeared for a couple years and now she's back
I've
and
never found her annoying. I love her so much.
I don't know if I ever like fully found her annoying. I don't know. But yeah, I don't
Do you
yeah,
want to know something actually?
I'm so back on the Jennifer Lawrence pill. Like I'm like that's my mother.
I'm glad
Literally
she's like back
mother.
in the
She's
public.
literally mother.
Yes. Another great film. You know how sometimes like schools will or grades will have like accounts and like post things about people like that people
hmm
say anonymously.
Yeah.
In eighth grade, it got posted about me. Becca Hobart reminds me so much of Jennifer Lawrence. Girl, the amount of retweets I retweeted.
The amount of
Click, click,
fake
click.
Twitters I was making. Click, click,
Just
click.
click, like.
Well, no. So the thing I want to talk about is at one point
Oh,
the question is like they're doing a friendship test, being like, oh, what's this? What's this? What's this? Oh my God, that would be a good idea for an episode for us. Anyway,
oh, love that.
so at one point it's like, oh, what's Andrew's favorite musical? And Jennifer Lawrence has no like it's funny because she's misplaying the game the whole time because you're supposed to wait until after the person like writes down their answer, but she just guesses before like Andrew even has like oh, this is the answer. And then he's like, oh, you're not gonna get this. And she's like, oh, and then she's like, dear Evan Hansen, because he was in that one. And she was
Mhm.
like, and he was like, oh, well, maybe for a time, but it's actually Susical. And without missing a beat, she goes, what is that?
Oh, I love that so
Like
much.
her not knowing what Susical was, and then there's also this great moment of him being like, because there's this moment in the movie where they are being intimate, I guess you could say, and
Mm,
he finishes,
hmm
he comes, I'll say it, and he's like,
Brave.
and this was one of the cornball moments because he was like, oh, when I was the question was like, what was the weirdest sound on set? And he was like, oh, it was in that scene where I was finishing my business. And she just looks at the camera and like deadpan just like looks at the camera and like gives this like smile, like get a load of this guy. Like
Look at gang. Look at this dude.
get a load of this guy.
Wow.
And yeah, it was it I'm upset. This is can people say?
Oh wow. She is like your Sagittarius sister.
Is she? Is she Sagittarius?
Pardon, I think she's a Leo.
Yeah, I think she is. No, they said in that video. You think she's a Sagittarius because she was playing with those bows and arrows in the
Oh,
movie.
doof.
In the
Doof.
movie. In the
You're right.
movie.
You're right. The film.
In the
Oh
film.
wow, you're right.
And some of the finest films that were released in our time.
Oh my
Um,
God.
but yeah, no
Yeah,
hard
so we
feelings.
were
I need to start a
such a good
letterbox so
movie.
I can review that movie.
I know, you really do.
No, I saw the movie and I was like, I need to watch more. Every time I watch a movie, I'm like, wow, I should watch more of
I
these.
should get into
These are
these. I
good.
should
These are
really get
good.
into these.
No, honestly, I love going to the movie theater because I came up in a time where it was disrespectful to like have your phone out in like a movie theater. Now, who knows? Like I feel like people just be doing whatever. But
Mm,
I just like am afraid of the social stigma of like having my phone out in the theater. So in a theater, I'm just like not looking at my phone and I'm just immersed in
hmm.
the experience.
Yeah, for sure.
But it is also and guys, I not to give an unoriginal take on this podcast, but going to the movies truly is one of the most expensive things you can do.
Oh, it's exhausting. I know. I know. But
Like the
then,
ticket was like
uh,
$14 and then
oh,
oh, also I bought a medium Diet Pepsi because they didn't
yeah,
have Coke. Fuck. And I'm gonna so guys, this is my Stankley. I think this is her first appearance on the show.
beautiful. She's
It
gorgeous.
was definitely it was larger than this cup, and I believe it held more liquid as a medium. And this is a 40-ounce cup.
But was it $15?
I don't well honestly it was, but not for the amount I got. Like if I had paid for like an actual medium, which is like what, 16 ounces, I would say.
Uh-huh.
Like standard
Yeah.
medium size. If I had paid like whatever I paid for that, because it was like almost $30. I bought a medium popcorn and a medium drink and a bag of cookie dough bites.
Oh,
I'm at the
cookie dough bites.
movies.
Hell yeah.
What am I gonna do
The
at the
film.
movies? Not buy popcorn? The
All the
fuck?
treats?
I
Yeah.
never pay that meme that's like I never pay attention to the price of popcorns. Fuck I'm gonna do? Not buy popcorn? Like
I have no choice.
literally,
I
like
have to.
they could have me over the barrel. It's inelastic demand. What's it called? The same thing as insulin. It's like Becca's not gonna stop buying insulin. She can't.
Yeah, I can't. I can't.
Me with movie theater. It's the same kind of thing. Um, and so,
So true. So
and
true.
so, but no, that the size of the, even though I was appalled by the size of like a medium drink, I was like, oh, this actually makes me kind of feel better because now I feel like this is actually a good like like I paid for a good amount of
Mm-hmm.
money.
Yeah.
Um, but anyway, but
No, we went to the theater that you order food at and
oh,
they bring
I
it to your
almost went to one of
seat.
those because it's close to my work.
Oh my God. We were so happy.
Oh my
We were
God, we
so
were all so
happy.
happy that day.
We were all so happy that day. The food was like $85. You better believe it.
You
For
better,
both of us.
you better believe it.
Trust in that.
But yeah. Anyway, and that was my other thing because like the reviews for the movie, I think that movie was like literally perfect for what it was trying to be.
Me too. I give 5 stars.
Yeah, like I think that movie, like it wasn't like, and that's my thing about like Rotten Tomatoes and stuff, or like not even Rotten Tomatoes, because the problem's not with Rotten Tomatoes, it's just the reviewers, people being like, oh, this movie is like unoriginal, it's predictable, and I'm like, I don't think it was trying to mislead you. Like, yes, I also knew what was going to happen in the movie 15 minutes in too. But I was still
Yeah.
excited to go on the
But I had so much
journey.
fun.
And I
Yeah.
had so much fun seeing how everything played out.
Exactly.
It's like when you like watch an old season of a like reality television show and like the winner is
Mm,
already spoiled for you. Like I'm not anti spoilers because it just gives you a different way to watch the show. Like you get to watch the trajectory of being like, oh, let me see the storytelling. Let me see like how do we get from point A
hmm.
to point B?
Yeah.
Like
It's still fascinating. Yeah.
yeah. And so even though I knew where the plot was going, even if it was unoriginal, girl, I don't care. I had a great time. It was a fun romp. And I think it did exactly what it was trying to do. And I feel like
Have
that should be
me
like if
peeing
I'm
laughing.
yeah, like if I'm a critic, that's how I'm judging it. Like
Right. How
I think
successful was it in its mission? Yeah.
like it wasn't even trying to be like because like it was also nice because it was a throwback movie because like honestly like saccharine comedy like comedy having kind of like a saccharine note in it is not a new
Hmm.
thing. Like all 2000s comedy kind of had like a serious like sweet moment, but
Right.
now it's like with the Ted Lassoification of like comedies, it's like every comedy has to be like saying something and whatever, but it's like
Yeah.
no, not really. Like
Mm-mm.
it's
We can
okay if
just have
things are
fun,
just
guys.
fun and there's a little
Yeah.
bit of seriousness, but it's not like too pronounced and it's not
Yeah,
like
no. It's not
whatever.
overwhelming or anything. Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. Like the main thing
And
is you're just having a laugh.
yeah, and I think that movie was just. I hope this movie does well because it's a return to that kind of thing, and it was also entertaining because there's like a lazy way to do that and there's a smart way to do that, and I think this film was great.
It was perfect. Guys,
Yeah, it
everyone
was.
go see it. I'm so
Mhm,
serious. I can't
exactly.
wait for you
What?
guys to see it.
Oh, well. Speaking of good comedy, the other two got canceled. Well, not canceled. It's just not getting renewed.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
dang.
but apparently they were like planning for it to end, so it's not like.
Okay.
But also, it's kind of a bombshell because apparently part of the reason it's ending is because it was like a toxic work environment.
No way.
Yeah, which is kind of crazy. Well,
Did
honestly,
they attribute that to a certain person?
the showrunners,
Oh,
like apparently the
rats.
showrunners were super toxic who like they are the other two, like the title characters like Helena York and Drew
It's
Tarvey, is that
based
his
on,
name?
I don't know his name.
Anyway, Drew
It's
Tarver, I don't
based,
know. But like it's definitely based on them because
mm,
they're like SNL writers and I think they're like contemporaries with like Tina Fey and them and like not
okay.
like be they're like SNL people who like never got like mainstream status but like we're on the show but never crossed into the mainstream it feels like.
Gotcha.
And so they're like and the show is kind of about that like trying to break into the fame industry and so it makes sense that like these people are like would be kind of like terrible because they're delving into like their vulnerability and their trauma and their like unanswered dreams in the show
Mm-hmm.
a lot, I would
Sure.
assume.
Okay.
But damn, do they do it to such good results because that show is so fucking good. I like,
I can't wait to watch it.
I'm not for abusive work environments, but not usually abusive work environments lead to bad work. That's not the case on this show.
Unfortunately,
Everybody,
this one's
everybody on this
that's
show still shows up to goddamn work.
something was working there.
It's like, yeah, I
Damn.
don't know. It's like, sometimes bad people are really good at their job and we have to contend with that.
Right. It's
Or
difficult.
people
It's
who are
difficult.
transgressing are also doing an amazing job at the same time and we have to like because the
We
other
have to
it's just oh my god. Like
hilarity.
every week I watch that show and I'm like, how does it get funnier every week? Like
I can't believe this.
anyway. So I'm sad
Wow.
it's ending, but also with this season, I was thinking, I was like, so where does the show like going from here? Like that's the other thing, because like I'm also all for like a show just like ending.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like TV is getting better at that, like knowing when things just need to end, and it's not
Yeah.
about necessarily trying to milk a show for all it's worth.
Right. Until it's terrible and
The
nothing like what it
Idol,
used
they
to
know it
be.
needs to end, so they're cutting a whole episode.
Smarties.
But like, because like even as a viewer, and even as like I would say the other two is like probably the best show on television to me at right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like I don't know where this is gonna go for I don't see like one more, two more, three more seasons. I had the same feeling about Pose, like because I think that show only had
Gotcha.
3 seasons too. Like I remember watching season 2 and being like, I don't know how much more of this story they really have to tell, even though I really like the
Yeah.
show.
No, I would rather
Um
have less seasons and more perfection.
oh
Like that's
yeah.
how I feel about
And
Fleabag.
yeah, and the other two is gonna like I think the series finale comes out tomorrow, and it's gonna be like one of the most perfect television series ever. Like,
Yeah. Okay.
because it's also in a similar way to that Jennifer Lawrence movie. It just knows exactly what it's doing, and it's not
Mm-hmm.
trying to be something it isn't,
Gotcha.
and it's just doing so successfully at what it's doing that it's just like, oh, this is so nice,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But
Wow.
it sucks that people weren't supported and felt not good on set.
Yeah, that is sad.
Um,
Damn.
Sour note to end on, but I'm sure the episode tomorrow will be absolute gas, as every episode before has been.
Yes.
So
I hope.
um, and Helena York, the woman that you are, White Lotus season 3. I hope you're there. I hope you're in Thailand with Natasha Rothwell running around that little resort.
Fingers
Um,
crossed.
but yeah,